Hello and welcome to the next video in my Beginner to Master series. This time, let's talk about the Odachi. The Odachi is a beginner-friendly weapon with similarities to Axe. It has a high damage output, decent early skills, and a high amount of break with wide sweeping attacks making multi-opponent fights easier to manage. The Odachi does suffer from a moderate to low key damage output, but you will still make short work of most enemies in the game. This weapon may seem slow at first, but by utilizing evasion attacks and some active skill setups, the Odachi is both quick and deadly. Odachi's core mechanic is automatic stance switching through its Waking Winds and Sunset Breeze themed skills. These combo extending skills can give you some interesting options. Now, let's take a look at the moveset. Starting with low stance, we have 4 inputs for a total of 4 hits. These attacks come out quick, so if you want to poke your opponent, this is a good stance to start with. The strong attack chain is 2 inputs for 2 hits in a wide arc. Like with many weapons, mid-stance tends to be most players' go-to stance. The Odachi mid-stance combo has 3 inputs for a total of 3 hits. The strong attack chain is 2 inputs for 2 hits, with the first attack having a nice poke range. Like the axe, mid-stance grants the parry disabled effect to your attacks, allowing you to maintain pressure against blocking opponents. Additionally, the Odachi has a very high break value. High stance is another stance commonly used by new and veteran players alike. The combo is 2 inputs for 2 hits. The strong attack chain is simply 1 input for a single hit. This attack has some range on it and works exceptionally well for poking your opponent. Both high stance chains are excellent at breaking yokai horns. Once again, learn your ki pulse windows. If you want to be aggressive, you'll have to learn how to manage your ki. Similarly to Axe, most fights won't last long due to the Odachi's damage output. Human opponents become very easy due to the high break values, and the Odachi grapple has a built-in reposition. This is fantastic if you want to troll. Hard. Like this. Odachi has 2 hidden combat arts. Dragon Horn, a grapple that increases anima by a large amount. The anima gain you see is without any modifying effects. In 2 grapples, my anima gauge is full. That's really important if you want to use soul cores. Swirling Snow, a sweeping attack that, when executed, will do a minimum of 2 swings and can be held for as long as you have ki. This ability has high break, so try using it if your opponent decides to block. For a beginner level fight, either high stance or mid stance are commonly used. Mid stance has wide sweeping attacks, good for clearing enemies close together, as you can see here. High stance is more of a single target attack for heavy damage. It works really well even if your opponent blocks. For Odachi, the first two skills I tend to pick up are Twin Moons or Tiger Blade. Both skills are excellent additions to our moveset, so it doesn't really matter which you decide to go with first. I prefer Twin Moons because some people don't like the input for Tiger Blade. My third skill choice is Imperative Strike. It has some forward movement, which can have some deceptive range. My fourth skill will be Bolting Boar. This skill allows you to parry any human opponent as well as many yokai. Typically, if a yokai has a weapon, you can use Bolting Boar and force it to the ground. Be aware that some of these enemies have wake-up attacks that will catch aggressive follow-ups. This skill leads into Odachi's main mechanic, which is stance switching with either Waking Winds or Sunset Breeze. Here I choose to take Sunset Breeze Heaven. Starting a strong attack chain and ending with a quick attack follow-up will automatically switch me to high stance. This then allows for an immediate Twin Moon follow-up. That may sound confusing, so I'll demonstrate. As you can see, I begin this combo with a low stance strong attack string. When I end the combo with a quick attack, it switches my string into high stance, which then allows for a Twin Moon follow-up. Sunset Breeze Earth will place me in low stance, allowing for a Tiger Blade follow-up or a Tail Strike. I don't showcase this, but it's the same mechanic as Sunset Breeze Heaven. I do not use the Waking Wind series of skills because Odachi has excellent combo enders that share those inputs. However, this doesn't mean yet you can't experiment with those skills and see how you enjoy them. Remember to complete every dojo mission as it becomes available to you. Here is how I typically set up my Odachi skills, with a few variations. I start this mission out playing pretty casually. My first fight is against a giant skeleton. His mad spinner attack can be tricky to dodge at first, so feel free to stay away from him. I continue to dodge and counter his slow swings and try to get some key damage in with a tail strike and crashing waves. Once I knock him over, I hit him with a finishing blow for some damage and then wait for a chance to Bolting Boar him. This gives me an opportunity to use a ground quake for some more key damage. Finally, I burst counter his attack and finish him with a Waking Winds Heaven. I start to ramp up my gameplay into a more advanced state and begin to get aggressive. This will demonstrate the difference between the playstyles. Many people have trouble with Roku bees, so I showcase how aggressive you can get with them. Their attacks are telegraphed, so you have time to evade and counter. This mission culminates in one of my favorite enemies to fight across all three Neos, Onryoki. The fight against Onryoki is basically just a showcase of how aggressive you can get when you know both your weapons moveset and the moveset of your enemy. Neo is about creating your moments to strike, so remember to key pulse, get aggressive, and get creative. I apologize for this fight taking longer than necessary, but I'm using level 1 weapons here. I appreciate you hanging out and checking out the Odachi. I have been Brilliant Suns Gaming. Until next time, and as always, keep practicing.